we've built the Build Card.
Yes.
We built the Build Card. Apply for this, guys. If you've ever felt like the credit system was designed to be confusing on purpose, well, guess what? You're not alone. It's easy to think that sticking to debit card usage is the simplest way out of this confusing system, just avoiding the headaches, the confusion, and all the potential fees that can come along when using a credit card. But here's the truth. Building credit does not have to be this complicated or confusing, especially when you have the right tools on your hand. That's where we come in. Hi, I'm Lydia. I'm the Product Marketing Manager at Current, and today I'm going to go over the simplest ways to build your credit. Say hello to the Build Card, a card that allows you to build credit without any of the unpredictability that comes with traditional credit cards, the headaches, and the fees. I know you work hard for your money, so let's make sure that your money is working harder for you so that you can accomplish all the nice long-term or short-term benefits that come with having a good credit score. All right, why does credit even matter? For one simple reason, whether you love it or hate it, credit score can affect so many aspects of your lives. Let it be renting an apartment, getting a car, or even your phone bill. But here is the problem. If you don't have a credit score, or if you're trying to rebuild it, sometimes it can be tough to get a good credit line from traditional banks. And sometimes credit cards issued by traditional banks can be full of hidden fees, all of which can make it hard for you to stay on top of your finances. This is why Current has created the Build Card, just to make sure that you're able to build your credit score in way simpler terms and managing the money the way you want to. I'm going to break it down how the Build Card actually works. Unlike traditional unsecured credit cards, this Build Card is a secured card, which means that you can spend all the money that you have in your account. So this means no debt, no interest fees, and no surprises. One thing that I want you to remember is that we're not issuing a line of credit. What using Build Card means is that you can spend only the amount of money that you have in your current account while being able to stay on top of your finances and build a credit score on your own terms. So, in brief, what this means is that you're the one who is in control, deciding how much they want to spend and how much they want to use. It sounds quite simple, right? So let me go over exactly how this works. If you're already a current user, you will need to fund your current account. The money that you have in your current account is what will be needed to pay off your Build Card balance. No need to move into a separate account. I know this can be complicated, but everything has been streamlined and simplified. Once you've funded your current account, just start swiping it. Let it be groceries, let it be gas, utilities. This is a great opportunity for you to build that credit with all the small frequent purchases that you can make. Every time you spend, we move that amount to reserve funds, so it's ready to be paid off. But wait a second. Reserve funds, what is that? You might be asking yourself. So I will be going over how exactly that process works. For instance, let's say you have $50 in your current account and you decide to spend $20 on groceries. We will automatically deduct $20 from your spending balance and move it to a separate balance called reserve funds. This means that you'll still have $30 in your spending balance. There's a smart reason why we made sure that reserve funds are available to you. This is done to make sure that you can fully pay the credit you've used on the due date. When the due date arrives, we'll use your reserve funds to pay off your balance. In brief, reserve funds allow you to have some money set aside so that you're able to pay off your payments on time. Now, let's talk about the ultimate importance of this. This will allow us to continue reporting a positive payment history and help you build your credit card history steadily. I know this can sound a little bit technical, but don't worry. We have thought about this and have made sure that we have the functionality of auto-pay that, if enabled, will allow it to make all this process run smoothly in the background. To me, auto-pay means no missed payments and also no stress. Once you set it on, it's a very easy way to stay in control of your finances. You won't have to worry about overspending, going into debt, or missing a payment. Sounds easy, right? Let's break it down how exactly AutoPay helps you stay on top of your finances. Twice a month, we automatically pay your balance from your reserve funds. Your payments get reported to TransUnion and Equifax, which helps build your credit history. You may be asking yourself, why is this reporting thing so important? Personally, when I first moved to the States, I didn't know much about the importance of reporting. But today, I'm going to talk over why this is such an important step for you to build that credit history. You might naturally ask, why do I need to have this reported balance if I've made my payment? When we send a report to the credit bureaus, it shows the user's payment history for the entire month. The payment due dates are on the 1st and 15th of each month. This means that any payment made from the 15th of the month until the end of the month will be displayed as a reported balance when the user checks their credit report for that month. The payment for the reported balance will be made on the 1st of the next month, but it will not be reflected on the user's credit report until the following report is generated. So, tying this back to autopay, if you've made all of your payments on time, your report should also reflect this. This reported balance should not be confused with a past due or delinquent balance. To summarize, reported balance actually is not a bad thing, and it does not necessarily mean that your balance was not paid. It simply reflects the amount that was owed at the time of the report. That's it. That's the beauty of the Build Card. No credit check to apply, no getting trapped in a cycle of debt. Think of the Build Card just as a tool that will allow you to spend your money responsibly while also enabling you to build that credit score. Once you do apply for it, don't forget to turn on the auto pay because it will ensure that you don't have any missed payments. All right, so now you know the background of the Build Card and the importance of it helping you build the credit score. So now let's talk about how you can actually get one. Sign up for the Build Card literally takes a few minutes. So first things first, you will need to open the current app. If you don't have it, make sure to download it from Apple Store or Google Play. Secondly, you will need to go to the Build Card section. There, you'll see the option to apply for the card. Thirdly, just follow the prompts. No credit check, no complicated forms. And last but not least, activate your card. Once it's approved, you can start using your digital card instantly. But don't worry, your physical card will be sent to you. These were all the steps needed to get you a Build Card. Once you have it, just start enjoying the perks, which is building the credit history that you deserve. Alrighty, so we talked about all the great perks that come with using the Build Card. Some of them being able to build a credit history on your own terms, not missing a payment with autopay, and avoiding interest fees. But you may still not be convinced to get the Build Card. The fact is, numbers don't lie. On average, what we've noticed is that our users are able to increase their credit score by 81 points within 6 months. And we're getting this average from the history of all of our active users. To wrap this up, let's go over some of the common questions. First question, will applying for the Build Card hurt my credit? Nope, no credit check is required. Because Build is a secured credit card, we do not run hard inquiries when a member signs up for Build. You may notice a slight drop in your credit score, which is common when signing up for a new credit card product. But it is not always indicative of a hard inquiry. Opening a new account may decrease the average age of your credit, which is one of the factors credit bureaus use when determining your credit score. Don't worry, this impact is usually temporary, and once your credit age starts to increase and you start making timely payments, your score should rise again. Like I've said, 81 points on average. Let's move on to the second question. You may also ask, what's my credit limit? There is no set limit, which means you can spend only what you have in your account. This means that you can build your credit with everyday purchases that you would normally make with your debit card. Keep in mind that all the small, frequent purchases that you make with Build Card will allow you to build your credit score. So to me, this seems like a smarter way of spending and money management. Alrighty, so now you've made your payment with Build. You may be wondering, how exactly do payments work? We set aside some money from your spending account and pay it up automatically. The grand question is, when will I start seeing my credit score improve? Credit scores take some time to build, but make sure to make those consistent, frequent, on-time payments that will enable you to boost your credit score over the time. You may ask, why am I emphasizing smaller, frequent purchases? The reason is that the more you spend your Build Card for your everyday transactions, the more data points will be reported to the credit bureaus. And the more data points are reported to the credit bureaus, the likelihood of your credit score increasing over time increases. All right, now I think you will have ample information to evaluate whether you need the Build Card and why you would need the Build Card. To reiterate, this card will allow you to build your credit score with no stress that come with traditional credit cards, and you won't have to worry about interest fees or debt fees. So what are you waiting for? Just get on Current. If you don't have it, download it from Apple Store or Google Play. Sign up for Build, and make sure to like and subscribe this video so that you can stay on top of all the tips and tricks we'll be sharing with you to stay on top of your finances and start making those payments. Ching ching, because you're like, another one, thank you. Until the next time.